Okay, so let me come back to the class. I'll give the query and we'll see one by one. Okay, one by one how to do it. So this is how a select query structure looks like. Select, I always use capitals for the keywords. Okay, select here whatever the fields I want. Okay, select whatever the fields I want. Then always it's from the table, which table, it's a table name. Then where, it's a condition. So like, I only want these, I only want those, just like a condition. Then group by. Okay, group by again by fields. So how do you want to group by, we'll see, but this is the order you have to follow. Like select fields from table, where a condition, group by fields, having, this is having is a condition which we'll see in a while. Again having, order by, again fields. Then what kind of order you want, you want a descending order or you want an ascending order. Okay, order by fields, descending or ascending. Then the last one is limit. Limit starting value or starting index, comma, number of values you want. Okay, I hope I'm clear. It's select, this is how you have to follow the structure. This is a proper structure for a select query. Okay, now let's see one by one. Just give me a couple of minutes break here. Let's go. Let's start from, okay, I'm coming to one more point. I have to say here, that is, okay, these three, or let's say these two should always be there. Okay, they should always be there. Okay, and these are optional, and sometimes they say where is mandatory too, but yeah, these are optional. I don't know, I'm really bad at this mouse drawing. So whenever you click on a SQL tab here, the first query you can see here is select star from products. Okay, so we're gonna use the same. So when I say select star, okay, select star means select all fields. Star means all fields. So now let's see what it do. It has selected everything. Okay, it has selected every data in there. Now what I want to know is, I just want to know the name and the price. That's it. Name and price. You can see here, all I can get is name and price. Okay, now what I want to know is like, okay, name and price, and let's say name, price and quantity. Okay, there's a mistake here. Okay, name, price and quantity from products where one. Let's forget about where one. Now this is okay, so I'll just say edit. Okay, when I say edit, it comes here. Now what I want to do is like, where quantity is greater than 100, let's say. Yeah, any question here? Select name, price from products. Yep, from products. Yeah, now let's say only I need those products whose quantity is greater than 100, let's say. Do we have any? Yeah, we have 4 products whose quantity is more than 100. Alright, now I want to know whose price is less than 1000. So let's see. Yeah, I have some book here, another book here, a hair dryer here, a soap, a cool drink, and an ice cream. So this is how I run queries. So this is the best part of queries, like you store some data, and if you want to retrieve, you retrieve based on a condition, right? So this is how I manipulate, like, okay, for instance, you see most of the times in websites, okay, they say I want price from low to high or high to low, right? Okay, let's forget about that. Or let's say you select filters. How do you select filters? You need only certain company products, let's say. Okay, you need only certain company products, like say I want only Philips, I want only ITC products, I want only cool drinks, I want only books, right? So those all go inside the where condition. Now what I want to do is, this is a tricky, I want to know, okay, two queries here or two conditions here. I want to know price is less than 1000 and quantity is greater than 100. Okay, see, price is less than 1000, quantity is greater than 100. Okay, now I want to do a reverse. I want to say price is greater than 1000 and quantity is less than 100. Okay, these are greater than 1000 and quantity is less than 100, right? Now I'll say R. Let's see what it does. R, what it does, what does R do, what is logical R do? Yes, either. Great, great. Abdullah's better actually. Nice job. You see here, guess either of it. So either it selects the quantity less than 100 or the greater than 1000. Okay, so if both of them false, then only it returns zero results. When at least one of them true, it returns results. So that is about my what do you say, select query using where. All right, let's do one more. So we have used, how many we have used, we have used the first three. Now let's talk about group by. So group by is a kind of tricky one. So how do we group? We can't group by because there is nothing structured there. Okay, let's take this. So I want select star from products. I don't need where. Let's remove where, since I said even where is optional. Okay, group by. Group by, I say quantity. Let's say group by quantity. Now you see here, okay, I'll open this inside a new tab here. Now if you take quantity, how many quantities are there? 50. Okay, three of them are 50, 200, 40, 100, 500 and 400, right? Totally how many fields? 9 fields. Okay, now when I say group by, it has grouped them. Okay, it has grouped them in by terms of quantity. See here, it is grouped. So when do you use group by actually? This does not tell anything, right? Yeah, so it's like a miscellaneous query where it gives some stupid data. No, it's order by. Let's see that. So to solve this problem, when to use group by? You guys have any idea when to use group by? Can you give me an example? Yes, Abdul has an answer here. In status? No, actually. So for this, I'm gonna discuss few functions when using aggregate function. Fantastic, that's the right answer. So for this I have to talk about certain functions in MySql. One is count. So what does count do? Sum. What does sum do? Average, max. Okay, that's length is in arrays. Min. Okay, so there are so many functions, but let's discuss about this. Okay, count will give the total number of the records fetched. Okay, so now let's see how to use count. So I'm gonna take the same query here, group by, and here I'll say select count of star. Okay, now observe this query. So I'm gonna minimize this. Okay, and I'll say go, and let me put a quantity here too. And what does it say? Oh, screen share. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So I've edited the same query. Uh, I hope now you guys can see my screen here. Yeah, I just edited the query saying, okay, previously it used to be select star, right? Previously it used to be select star group by quantity. Now what I have done count and quantity. Okay, and I say go. Now tell me, what does this tell us? Now this looks like a valid data, right? So it means, what does it mean? Yes, what does it mean? That means there are one product which has quantity 40, three products which has quantity 50, one product which has quantity 100, two products which has quantity 500. Yes? So now tell me a real-time example where do you use group by? Where do they use group by? Any idea where do they use group by? In builds? Okay. Condition checks. Right. Well, the same scenario, like, if let's say again, let's come to the e-commerce store where people ask like, hey, I want to know how many products are there, with quantity less than 50 or less than 60. Oh, why did I come here? Alright, so that's where we use group by. Group by is always used to get the counts, get the sum. Now let's say I'll say sum. Okay, we have sum, right? I'll say price. Let's see what happens here. You see here, all the 500 products sum equal to 35.99 whose quantity is 500. I mean, I'm just showing you guys how to do that. Okay, so sum, it's like, I could have taken a classic example of employees and salary, wherein you get, okay, group by salaries, a group by location, how many people are there. Okay, we can use group by in one more thing in products also, but I don't want to tell that because I've asked you guys a question, what was missing in this table, and you never answered that. There is something missing in this table and you did not answer that. Okay, so I'll leave up to you guys what was missing. So that is our group by. Group by is used only with counts, sum, or whatever. It's just like a condition over there. Now the next is having, right? After group by, it's having. I hope so. It's having. Yeah. So when do you use having? Now let's take this. Now I can use alias. Yes. Okay. I'll say total. Okay, as means Now you see here the column name, it says sum of price, which looks like R there, right? So I can say, okay, I don't want sum as, I don't want like, I don't want this sum. It was previously this, now it has become total. So this is how. Even I can do this. Give a space. If you give a space in between, okay, if you give a space in between, that means as, yes, okay, it means the same. So now let's go to having. Okay, now what I do is select name, or okay, how do we do? Okay, let's take average, avg, and average price of everything. Say name, no, I can't say name. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what does it return first. So based on quantity, maybe it does average the products. So average is nothing but the price average. So now here I say select average, okay, group by quantity. I'll say having average greater than 1000. Now what does this return? Okay, I'll just paste this here. What does this return? Let's see what does it return. How many records at least? How many records does it return? You see here, these are the averages. How many records return? No answer? Let's see. There's only one record which has average greater than 1000. So when do you use having? When do you use having? Having is used on the functions. Okay, so you cannot use where here, right? Because there is no field. Where is used only on fields. Where is used on fields. Having is used on functions. Okay, now let's take this. I'll say price. Let's see what happens here. Now you see, just one Moto G, it returns Moto G. Okay, so it has given a wrong data because I should have used where there. Okay, so always having is used on the functions, whereas where is used on the fields or conditions or a logical equation of the fields. Right, so that is where. So I'll say select price comma name from products where price is greater than 1000. So on fields I'm supposed to use price. Now you see it has written 3 Moto G, Samsung and Sony Xperia. Okay, now what I want is I want the highest priced on the top and the lowest price on the bottom. Order by, so highest price, descending order, right? Descending order gives the highest product first. You see 55,000, 46,000 and 14,000. Okay, now I want the ascending order on the lowest price first. I'll say Ascending order. I want the lowest price first. Let's remove this where condition and see. So what is the default order now? See, the lowest price is thumbs up. My store has the lowest price to is thumbs up and the highest price is Samsung S5. So what is the default order now? Tell me. If at all I don't use order by, I just use plain select star from products. What is the default order and by which field will it order? Yes, by which field? Ascending order, price. Okay. So it ascending order and price. Any other answers here? Yes, Abdul might be having an answer here. So I'll remove this. Okay. Now what is the order? And by which field does it order? Just tell me the default. If you have to write an order by to get the default ones, how do you write it? Price first. Okay. Oh, you guys did not understand order here? Okay, order is something this. You see, this is order. It's sorting. It's not this and this. It's this. It's not horizontal. It's vertical. It's always price first. Whatever I write in the select query, it comes first. If I say name here, it comes by name. Okay, you guys are confused here. So I'll use ID here and let's see how does it place then. You see, it orders by ID and it's ascending order. And it's ascending order. Okay, now what I want to do is I don't want all these fields. I want the last two fields. Okay, according to name. Yeah, let's change this. However this gives based on that. So let's jump back to a query. Which query? This one, right? Okay, now let's do this. Yeah, R and T. Okay, R comes first, T comes next. Yeah, whatever Abdul was saying, that if two things are equal, then they come by their names. We said order by price, then it gets ordered by name. Next scenario. If names are equal to, it cannot be. Okay. Okay, fine. Now what if I want only the last two here? Last two or first two? Let's take the first two here. Exactly. So I'll say limit them. The first index is always 0. Okay, and the second is how many values you want. Let's take an ID too. That gives a better picture. Let's take this. Oh, there must be something problem. Yeah, limit. Now you see here, they're the first two. Now I want the next two. Now guys, guess it. I want the next two. Two, 4. Are you right? 2, 4. You think you're right? Let's see what happens with 2, 4. You see, I got 4 records when I say 2, 4. So the second argument here is the number of records you want. So now tell me, what is the correct query there? 2, 2. Right. Great. So 4, 2, 6, 2, 8, 2. Okay, let's take 8, 2. Let's see what happens if I say 8, 2. Yeah, I have only one product. So I got only one product. So where do you use this? What is the use case? What is the use case of limit? When do you use limit? Any use case, tell me. Just like you guys told me about having or group by. Tell me, what is the use case of limit? Where do you use limit? In a website. Where do you use order by in a website? So this is really important. Knowing the queries is nothing. You can Google for queries. But when to use when is the most important part here. Now tell me these two use cases. Page nations, absolutely fantastic. Abdul, you're awesome, man. You know every answer, and you say you're a basic guy. Did you tell me you're a basic guy? Or you're a medium level guy? You know PHP. Okay, okay. You're a Java developer. So why PHP? Why PHP? Additional knowledge. Okay, okay. Great. Enthusiasm is always better. So yeah, this is Page Nation. Great. And what else? Tell me, not just Page Nation. There is something else. It's as simple as that. Okay, let me generalize it. Whenever whenever you want to limit the data to be shown, use what? Limit. You take carousels, you take sliders, you take blog posts, you take anything. Everything is limited. Yeah, of course, it's Page Nation, but sometimes they limit only to the latest data. Let's say your newsfeed, Facebook newsfeed will not give all the results. It gives only certain results. They limit them. Okay, and when do you use auto by? Auto by is a filter. Sometimes high to low. You see this. I want price high to low. Sometimes I want sort them by location. Okay, this is very. And when do you use group by? Group by is always to look for numbers. Whenever you want to look for numbers, let's say how many employees are there in Hyderabad, how many employees are there in Bangalore, how many products are categorized under electronics, how many products are categorized under hair dryer. Okay, so you see sometimes I got 150 results for your search query. So that's like a count. Okay, so group by is always used to show some numbers. And having is used for conditions which are selected already. Oops. I lost something here. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, something happened here. Okay, so that is about our select queries. So I hope I have written everything here. So now I'll give an assignment to you guys. Okay, prepare an employee table. Fields: name, email, location, salary. Okay, salary, and yeah, maybe that is it. Put an added on field and a status too. Okay, or okay, let's take one more thing here. No, I don't know, I don't think so. Okay, prepare this, then insert dump data, use all the queries, manipulate them. I don't know, it's up to your good. If you practice, you'll become an expert in MySql, which is really really important. Okay, ask any developer. Ask Abdul, maybe he's a Java developer, so he'll tell you the importance of the database is really really important for any kind of application, any dynamic website. All right, okay, so most probably joins did not happen in today's class, so I'll end the class. uh, so joins did not happen for some reason, but yeah, we're starting a project.